Hi, I am Mary Mazur. This is Change Your Funk to Fun. Oh, today the topic we're talking about is let your life be your life partner. Yes, yes, yes. We are going to be talking about your life today. And we're going to be offering ways for you to view things in a new way than maybe what you were able to before. Because that's actually one of the gifts we can bring for ourselves. First of all, is to give ourselves time to pause a little bit. So, even during this talk, we're going to invite you to take some breaths and just imagine, let your creativity come in for you, um, even daydreaming a bit. Okay. I don't know about you, but I know for me, I used to love the daydream as a kid. And I would, of course, get in trouble at school quite a bit about that. I don't know if you did too, but oh, that I did. And I think a lot of it is many of us that are daydreamers, or that love to dream or love to get so into our imagination, what we are can get excited about, what we would love to experience in our lives, is actually our connection with our spirit, with our true essence. It really is. It actually is a really good thing, believe it or not. And there's always a caveat, because we are humans and we actually are spiritual beings having this human experience. uh, what we are being invited into to here is the balance, to actually have time to daydream. Yes, that would be really wonderful. And then a lot of our time is living really fully, right? So let yourself invite yourself a bit of daydreaming, a bit of becoming curious. And what we'd like to say is connecting in with your heart of what feels right for you. Okay. So these are the invitations that we're going to offer for you today, with looking at your life as it is right now. Okay. And seeing if you would like to also invite your life to be your life partner. This actually came in through to me about a month ago or so. I do love to open up time in the morning with myself. And I used to never do that. I was super busy, super active, pretty stressed out, and managing life, figuring out life, right? Which I'm sure many of us also are doing. And if you would love to, and at the end of the show, we'll be talking about tools and ways that you can help yourself so that you can open up your time and have a more balanced life in your personal life, your professional life, in your own time for your own self, your own wholeness with yourself. So just imagine that you do have lots of time for yourself and whatever you'd love to be doing and love to be having in your life. Okay. So we're just going to have you, you can call this daydreaming a little bit, or you can call this an invitation. Yes, a gift for you here. All right. And if you're able to close your eyes, you can definitely close your eyes with this. If that's helpful, you can connect into your heart center in within you. Taking a few cleansing breaths. Yeah. Nice. And connect in within your own self. And one of the gifts we get to do is to ask ourselves some key questions. Because when you can ask yourself some questions, you get to access the wisdom within you. Because you actually are very wise. Yes, you are. You actually are a genius. You actually are beautiful and made of perfection, meaning you are made as such a miracle, in your own uniqueness, that you are meant to discover in your life. Okay, so what is life? The little acronym that came through for us here for this talk is, if you can just imagine, life is loving, inspiring freedom of experience. Would you love to inspire yourself, meaning connecting in with your spirit, connecting with your authentic part of you? And give yourself the freedom to fully experience all from your heart's desires. This is actually what we are being called to move into in our new way here on earth. Many may call it the heaven on earth. Yeah. We all have been through a lot. Can we just say that? Yes, we have. And me included. Absolutely. We were born in the 20th century, Any of those, the millennials hearing too, we welcome you too. But majority of you guys listening is probably born in the 20th century. Yes. Whew, and it was a very volatile time. Yes, it was. I don't know about you, but I know for me, I was born where there was a lot of fear and stress and survival and just getting by and doing the best we can. And I know my parents certainly did. I know society certainly did. And I know that I chose to experience life in this way. My life, coming into this life as a newborn baby, starting out exactly in this way, coming right directly with the contrast of fear, of, believing that I'm not enough or there's something wrong with me or that I'm just not good enough, right? I'm just not good enough yet. So I have to just keep striving, keep working hard. In order to be successful, it has to be hard, it has to be a struggle. Did you get these things too? Because that's what I got and was modeled by me, by my family and society. And the gift with it is that it actually brought me a lot of strength. It taught me about independence individuality. So I did hone in on that very greatly. And many may call that the masculine side of us. The masculine energy is more of that way. And creating some order, some structure, following the rules here. There are rules here on earth, that's for sure. Some of them are quite interesting. And I love the challenge rules. I'm not one that really likes to follow a whole lot of rules. I don't know about you, but I like to question everything. For me, I'm very connected with my spiritual part of me. I always have been my whole life, and I'm very grateful for that. I just somehow have always had a knowingness within me. I know what feels right for me. I know that whatever I choose to do, I do it for the best for myself and others as best I can. And absolutely, I have definitely made mistakes. I have definitely did some things that I'm like, what the heck did I do that for? Right? Yeah, because it was basically out of fear. If you do that in your life, it's because it's just you're running in fear energy or anger energy or shame or guilt energy, things like that. We are energy beings. Yes. And in our life, we actually are meant to experience everything here. All of the contrast to who we are. And especially in this lifetime, now that we're in the Aquarian age, we are all being invited to awaken. And what does it mean to awaken? Awaken means you actually can become aware of yourself and others actually while it's actually happening, which is really kind of interesting. Because you maybe want to ask yourself in your life, and we are going to be definitely talking more about it being your life partner. We're going to really land into that good. We're just kind of playing here with life here a little bit. So when you are in the level of awareness, and it is the gateway is courage and willingness. When you are able to access the courage within you, because you actually have it within you, you do. We all have been equipped with this gateway. And that is one of courage and willingness. Meaning you get to decide in your free will choice how you want your life to be. And would you like your life to be the best it can be, to be the optimal way, to connect with the wisdom of who you are? You're actually divine self, your spirit self, which means you are most likely a multidimensional being that has many higher dimensions of yourself that you may not even be aware of yet. Good thing for YouTube. I'm so grateful for YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. And other things like TikTok and other venues and even Instagram is that we're learning so much more about the multigalactic beings like the Pleiadians, the Lyrans, the Sirens, the Sirius, Andromedans, Arcturians, yes, many, many, many other star system beings. And if you're open to that, just become curious. Like, wow, wonder what that's about, huh? Yeah. Because we certainly weren't taught that in the 20th century about that we actually might have other aspects of ourselves in those other dimensions. And those other aspects of ourselves are actually are here to help you anchor in as a full human being. We get the trump card because we are humans here. You have the trump card. Yes, you do. Which means because of your free will choice and that you're choosing to be a human being, it is in your free will choice of how much you want to open up to expand your life at the highest level, at the highest expansion. And with that becomes the gift of inviting your life to be your life partner. Yes. So about a month ago, as I was connecting in the morning, and I love to do that every morning, where I connect in and I check in with how I'm feeling, what's coming up for me, what are my feelings and what are my thoughts, and how am I doing, and how is my life, right? Many of us are going through a big transitional time right now. I know I certainly am, and I believe many others are too. So while I was connecting in with that, it was a big one for me because I was married for 31 years. And actually, I started dating at like 16, had a couple boyfriends, and then whammo, got married right at 23 years old. And then last year, that relationship completed. I actually had a really wonderful husband for what I needed to grow into and what he needed to grow into and how we raised our family. So I'm very grateful for all of it. And yes, there's definitely is some interesting pieces that happen in that marriage too, like for all of us, that's for sure. In the life that I've created, is that I am used to having a life partner, right? I like to share my life with another. And came from a big family. I'm one of 12 kids. And I love people. I really do. I love people. And I love connecting. That is like my favorite thing um, of my life that I love to experience and do, is to connect with others from my heart center, where I can actually feel the love of another, feel their essence, feel even their light, their amazingness. I love to learn from others and actually grow with others. And I am being called with my spirit and with how I'm meant to be in my life cycle right now, is to have time for myself, to fully strengthen the wholeness within me. And that's when the invitation came in with me, with my spirit, to say, hey, would you like to have your life be your life partner? And I was like, OMG, is that pretty cool? Yes, I would. And the answer I had within me, and I can feel it right in my body, it's so amazing. And when you can connect in this way, where you actually have the answers within you, your body lets you know. Your that knowingness, that intuition, that connection of what feels right for you. Yes, you get to connect with this part of you when you are ready to, when you're ready to raise your level of awareness, when you're ready to awaken. Well, yes, and when you're ready to expand. And that's the gift that we're doing here, is when you can pay attention to who you are and be an observer of yourself and others, it allows you to have a more full view, an open view, to help make the best choices for yourself. Because it actually is in our action steps, which means in our beingness, like who we are, what we say, what we do, that shows, it actually shows the beliefs we have within our own selves at the subconscious level of the mind. How neat is that? Yes, because our life, this loving, inspiring freedom of experience, is being co-created by you. Yes, your life is being co-created by you. My life is being co-created by me. We are the co-creators of our life. Yes, we are. And then once we can recognize that and admit that, because guess what? We are the common denominator. Yes. And every experience that I'm in with anyone else or anything else that's going on, guess what? There's one common denominator, and that's myself. I'm in it. I'm in all of it. So if there are any issues going on, it actually is very helpful to stop, take a pause, notice, wow, and just let yourself become curious. Say, wow, if I am the common denominator here, maybe something within me is creating this experience. And then the gift comes in is when you can actually rise in love with your own self, being the co-creator of your life. And you let your life become your life partner. Then you get to dance with your life. Then you get to question it. You get to mold it. You get to rewrite things, or go in a new direction, or do something in a new way, maybe that you haven't done before. These are all beautiful changes that we're being called into exactly in this time, right now. All that who are ready to. And we get that there's some people that are not ready yet. That's for sure. They also are going to get a lot of seed planting. That is for sure too, because Mother Gaia has already transformed into her fifth dimensional construct, which means she's in that unity consciousness. She's vibrating at such a love unity expression of, you can call the yin and the yang, or you can call the masculine feminine, with her divinity and her physical form. We as her children are being called in the same way. Now, how amazing is that? And your life is the gift for you. You get this life. Yes, right now, right in the here and now. And yes, we've come from ancestries that we are being called to transform the restrictions or the limiting beliefs or the things like, oh, I just can't, this just can't happen, or I just can't do it, or the parts about lack of worthiness, like I'm not enough, or there's something wrong with me, or just not even realizing that you are such a worthy, vital, necessary part of humanity right now. All of these pieces we have been called at this time to address, to recognize, to notice, and then we get to connect in with our heart center to say, what would we like to have instead? What would I love to have in this new way? And then let that creation come in, let the ideas come in of what you would love to have instead. So a big piece here is going to be addressing the things that you don't like, addressing the things that are challenging you, bothering you, limiting you in some way. And the old way is we learned coping skills to do that. There's a wonderful book called The 5 Personality Patterns. It's a very helpful one if you'd like to read that one. It talks about the 5 coping skills that many of us do, and we will definitely bring this up related to your life. The gift is this is your life, and we're going to help you have the most optimal, loving, fantastic life. Yes, and let it be a positive life partner. So that's what we're really going to be diving into here. Checking in with yourself. How is your life going? That's a very important one to ask yourself. And it's actually really good to do it on a daily basis. We actually we give ourselves. We do give ourselves. We actually have every day a new day. The sun comes out every day, even if there's clouds, that's for sure. Or even if it's raining, it's like thunderstorming right now where I am here. And the gift is that you have a life here because you are alive. You are alive. Yes, you are. You are breathing. You are physical. You are here. This is your life at every moment. Whoo! And if you can give yourself some time to kind of notice that and realize, wow, yes, I do. So ask yourself, are you living on autopilot? Are you getting up every day doing the same thing with the same routine over and over again, or handling the same patterns over and over and over again without much change? Many people live like this. We are habitual beings. And many times people think, oh, I have arrived. Let's say you got your degree, or you got your trade, or you got married, or you're starting your family, things like that. And then many times people will kind of settle in. And then many times, right, things will come up where they'll be like, oh man, either they're bored, or you're just dissatisfied, or you start complaining, or you start being critical with yourself or others, things like that. Are you really living? Are you living fully? If you allow your life to be your life partner, how would you like your partner to be? Very good question, isn't that? And these are the questions that I ask myself. Yes, I'm talking to myself when I'm talking to you right now, which is very helpful. Ooh, so if my life is my life partner, and it actually is now, which I totally locked it in, and we'll be talking about tools you can use. A beautiful tool, PSYCH-K is a beautiful one. We'll be talking more near the end of that. Helps you reprogram your subconscious mind. Yes, so that you can have this as a new program, which can be your new way of being. And that's actually what I did with myself with that. When this idea came in, I thought, yes, you know what? I really would love to have my life be my life partner. That I would love to have. And I am very open when the time comes, if I do have a physical partner that wants to come in and he'd love to open his heart fully and share and co-create with me and dance and experience amazingness and greatness, then I'm very open and welcome to that. And the gift is I get to actually have it with my own life partner first and foremost all the time, even if eventually I do have like another, human being life partner. So how amazing is that? Yes, when you can do this for yourself, I will let you know everything changes. Yes, it does. It sure did with me, and it's continuing to. What the gift has brought for me is that I value every moment. I have let go of those automatic programs, of automatic ways of being for a lot of my day. I used to have, the same thing that I did. I did that too. I had the same order, the same stuff, but then I would be like, man, where'd the month go? Where'd the year go? Right? Where'd the decade go? And I realized that I'm done living like that. I choose and want to live in the now moment, live in the present. I love to heal within my own self, any wounds from the past, and to actually admit them, address them, and then transform them. And actually, meaning grab the treasures or the giftings that those contrasting experiences actually brought to me, so that I get to expand even more wholly, WHOLY. Could be HOLY too, but in a more expanded whole way than I was before. Because without having those experiences, I wouldn't be who I am right now, and neither would you. So the gift is whatever you have experienced, it's actually here for you. And if you can let yourself, as your life partner, help you with this, realize that, wow, everything happening in my life is actually a partner for me, which means it's actually here for me and helping me and assisting me. Yes. What parts don't I like about my life that I don't think it's a very good partner of? Like if I can say, you know what, I really don't like you, life partner. And I've had to do that too. What aspects would I love to expand in again? What would I love to feel more of the love and the truth of who I am and live from my heart's desires instead of getting caught up in my mind and running from fear or survival. And these are huge pieces that we are all being invited into living in. So a couple things you can do. One, if you don't like, especially a big part of your life, then you get to fire your life partner. You need and still live. Believe it or not, you can do this. This is just the creation of the ideas within you that you are co-creating with your life. And I did part of that too, where I had to fire those aspects of me that were acting as a life partner to me that was not helpful at all. Now, the parts of me of that life partner was one that was critical, judgmental, talk negative, just be really rough and tough and just not very loving at all. Yeah. So I said, you know what? No, I'm done with that. And how beautiful when you can actually forgive that part of you. You can stand up to it. Yeah. And say, no, you're done. We're done. We're done living that way. Yeah, we are. You know what? And hey, I get it. I get it that the criticism, the judgment are not good enough. It was only because we created this our first 7 years of life based on what our relationships were with our parents, our siblings, and our own self, and how we interpreted that within our own selves. And it's actually here for us, believe it or not. Yeah. Because the gift is because you're a divine spiritual consciousness here, having this human experience, at your divine timing, when you are ready to wake up to this, and even just listening to this talk is going to help activate this within you. Yes. Can you admit to yourself, if you might be tough on yourself, you might be a little bit negative or critical or avoiding, even maybe hating some parts of you, or even just hiding some parts of you, things like that. And can you hear yourself when you're talking to others? How are you when you are expressing yourself? If you can be in the awareness of noticing what you're saying to yourself and others, it is one of the biggest gifts of you in your life and this part of you as your life partner that is actually here showing you, okay, it's just the things you've created for the beliefs that you are choosing to experience and run, and the attitude you're choosing to have, and the values that you're choosing to have too. And if you have any parts within you that's a bit of a victim energy, and I definitely ran those for many, 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 many years. And if anything bubbles up, I'm like, whoop, now I actually thank it for showing up. Because something's still surprised me, which is really funny. And I'm good with it because I'm like, hey, whatever's going to show up is here for me. So thank you for showing up, because once something shows up, you can do something about it. Now, how neat is that? Yes, and this is all about your life being your life partner. Just like in relationships, there's going to be times where you're going to have disagreements and you're going to feel very hurt, uh, feel alone, feel sad, feel guilty, or even shameful or worries, things like that, or angry. We are energy beings. And so energy in motion is our emotions, which we then feel. And this is actually really beautiful because we are sensual beings. We are meant to feel. And we are meant to connect with our thoughts, which is the interpretation of our emotions, so that we can judge that how the outcome is and help ourselves to be in a new way, to expand in a new way, to go in a new direction when we need to, which is really neat. And there are times, to definitely allow yourself, just like a cycle of anything, like the cosine, right? And it's nice when you want to keep expanding, that's for sure. Is there may be times where, wow, things are going really good. My life, I have been able to use tools like PSYCH-K, or your sacred way is going to be coming in the fall. We'll be sharing more about that. But let's say breath work, sound healing, meditation, any other ways that help support you. There's so many ways, actually. Finding the right one for you is really beautiful and key. But any new moment, you can make a new positive change. And that's the biggest gift. You really can. And because things are moving so fast right now, and we're being given every opportunity to choose the positive and let go of those contracted or negative or things that are still holding us back ways of being, that actually every new breath, every new moment, every new hour, every new day, you get to have a new way of being, and a new relationship with your life. And that is a really, really powerful word, and a powerful focus is relationships. Yeah, because we actually are in relation with everything else and alongside ourselves. We sure are. And that your life encompasses all of this. So loving, inspiring freedom of experiences allows you, just like a medicine wheel, just like the webbing, even like of a spider web, allows you to interconnect these parts within you and what you actually chose to believe for your incarnation here in this lifetime, and what you would love to be able to change those beliefs. So you may have chosen some contrasting ones. I know I sure did. Because we were born in the 20th century and now we're in the 21st century. These positive ones, your life, you get to have a new life to your choosing, to the best that you would love to, if you remember again that you are the co-creator of your life. And we mean by co-creation is that you connecting with the spirit part of you, and that is beyond your human part of you. It's a very, very powerful part of you. And that's the one we're going to be diving into, talking about way more now. Because yes, as a human being, we agreed to forget that we were spiritual beings. And the game changer of your life, to have your life be your life partner for the highest level, is when you remember that you are a spiritual being having this human experience. And from that all-knowingness, you can co-create what your heart's desires are. Let your life be your life partner. This is the invitation today. Are you willing to actually love yourself enough to recognize that your life is an expression of you? If you can just imagine that that is true, look for the good that's in your life. What are the good pieces? Because actually, whatever you focus on, that's actually what you're going to be able to magnetize more to you and let you co-create what it is you would love to have in your life, who you'd love to become, what you would love to experience, things like that. Whew, so good. So good question to ask yourself. What matters to me the most? It's a really good question to ask yourself. What matters to me the most? What do I want to experience in my life? How do I want my life to be? What matters to me the most? And for many of us, it can be different things. There's actually a very powerful book called Signs of Life, which explains universal shapes. And with these shapes, it's amazing. All over the world, with all humans, we all have commonalities. And we have actually a core shape, meaning a core way that we want our life to be, that we want us to be able to experience in that way that matters to us the most. It's core. It's what our heart is yearning for. It's the yes, like, man, if I have this, everything is good. Like, whoo, whoa, this is so good. And the gift with this is it lets you focus. It lets you focus in and gives you permission to live your life from your heart's desires, live your life from your true essence. And that's what we are talking about with being a spiritual being. And all of us get to choose what our beliefs are as far as, hey, have we had other lives? How is our ancestral connection? Are we eternal beings? Yes. And the gift with all of this is you can just ask some key questions, because when you start asking questions, you're going to actually come up with some new answers, and you'll be like, wow. Because there are some people that don't believe this is their life, their one life, and then that's it. And then they just return to dirt. I actually went on a date with a guy like that, and I thought, wow, isn't that interesting? Okay. And we get free will choice for what we choose to want to live. In a way that's kind of nice, because then hopefully he's realizing, man, I got this life, so I better make the best of it, right? So that actually, on one note, is really nice, because many of us, if we can recognize that, yes, that you actually are very vital and necessary, and everything you're experiencing actually is interconnected to everybody else on this planet and everything on this planet. So meaning we affect each other. We do. And it can be in a positive or a negative way. And regardless of what that is, the gift is in time. One, this consciousness does expand, and we find ways. We actually get invited back into that interconnectedness again, back to, doing things for the good for yourself and all. And that's the biggest gift, is that we are being moved into that, to have our lives become that now. And what that means is that we get to raise ourselves out and heal ourselves from only running from fear or running on fear in survival, or just painful and surviving experiences, to remembering the power of who you are, your inner power within you, meaning you have an inner knowingness within you. You have a wisdom within you. You actually know what feels right for you. If you ever did want to harm somebody or hurt somebody, that's only because you have been hurt yourself. And that's where you can definitely get some help with that, because it just means there's a wounded part, and it's really helpful and important to heal that wounded part. And then people get pulled down into a contracted, denser energy, like jealousy, envy, hatred, scorn, or really want to harm, revenge, things like that. It's just out of survival. It's just a survival coping skill. And because there are, thank goodness, other people in our lives, we usually do have a few angels in our lives that help us listen when we get into those more contracted, scared, difficult times. And we are being invited to lift up back into the awareness of our personal power, and then raising higher into feeling the love of who we are, expressing the love of who we are, interconnecting within the higher aspects of the spirit part of us into the connection of all knowingness, and even our spirit team, things like that, and even to at the highest level of our I am presence. Yes, you are the I am presence, and so am I. We each are like the sun ray of the sun. And when we can, when we invite ourselves to explore this really does help with our life, being our life partner. Because if you can just imagine being the I am presence, and when you can connect into your power within you, your inner power within you, and use tools like PSYCH-K, or we have your sacred way. You can have breath work and sound healing, or even plant medicines, your choice, or even talking to a really dear, loving friend that can help you be a sounding board, so your wisdom can come up within you. You'll realize, what, I really am the I am. Like, if I really am this divine being here, the co-creator of my life, how would I love to have my life be? How can I just imagine my life being my most amazing life partner? Yes, you get to begin with yourself first. You get to return back to your wholeness again. That's one of the shapes, is that circle shape of wholeness, of allowing yourself to be your own individual and having that independence, that freedom. Many times it's having your own space, having your own time, breathing. This is where the feminine energy comes in. So the masculine energy part of us is the one with the action, the one with the focus, which is actually super helpful. And the feminine is also equally helpful. Yes, it is. That's the part of us that will encourage us to slow down, pause, be, notice, create, dream, imagine. And when the two work together, when you are connected in with your divine knowingness, you'll know when to take the right actions, and letting your life partner be a great gauge for you of what feels right. Say, yeah, this is right. This is right for this new change, or this is right for experiencing even just this today, right? I went for a beautiful walk today in gorgeous nature. And what's amazing is I many times would take my phone with me and listen to music, or maybe call a friend, because I do love to connect with friends, and I'll use that time as I'm walking with that. And what I did is, with my life, being my life partner, I checked in with my life partner here, and I said, hey, life partner, what feels right for me now? What matters to me the most right now? And for me, it was actually allowing myself to slow down, to just be, to kind of pause, to quiet while I'm in nature. So I listened to the birds. I smelled the flowers while I was walking. I felt the wind on my face. I looked at the beautiful lake that I was walking by, the gorgeous trees, the aliveness of the trees. This is living. This is life. We live on Earth. Mother Gaia is so beautiful here. Having the sun sparkling through the clouds, connecting in, letting myself experience this, feeling it, sensing it, enjoying it. What a gift. What a gift. And I was able to connect within myself and vibrate in that awe, in that bliss, in that gratitude, in the pure love and the essence of who I am, and the life that I am co-creating here, now, in this moment. And you too can do the same. The gift is, can you begin to do something new? Can you first check in your heart and ask yourself, what matters to me the most? Which means, what do I need right now? Or what is my heart yearning for? What would I love to experience today? You can just say today. You can say this hour. You can say, hey, this 10 minutes. We get to play with time here, which is really neat. Yes. What will bring you the most joy? What will help you feel the most satisfied, the most fulfilled? These are really great, important questions. And guess what? We get to ask this every day with ourselves if we so choose, right? Yes. And my core purpose, my core view, my core meaningness of life, for me with the shapes, is one of the triangle. And that's my goals, my visions, and my dreams. So the gift that I have chosen with my life, and I offer this for you, and I'm growing and expanding and going through stuff just like each one of you too, that's for sure. Because we're all going to have challenges. We're all going to be tested in some way, because it's actually all opportunities, believe it or not. But yeah, just recently with that book, Sign of Life, it's really helping me greatly with. And if you would love to get that book too, it's actually pretty cool. And then we'll be talking at the end of the talk, this retreat, we're going to be offering authentic circles. We'll be talking more about this too there. That yes, I really get to value myself and honor myself, for this is the focus of who and what I am. Is that matters to me the most, is my inner dreams, my goals. Meaning, like, I get to write down and talk and speak and set what I want to accomplish here, what do I want to experience, who do I want to become. And then it's really helpful to actually write it down, to write down those goals. What is it that I do want to accomplish this year? in the next 3 years, the next 5 years, the next 10, 20. And it can be even better than what I can even imagine. And then I let myself have the vision of that. I can close my eyes and feel into it, actually go to that timeline where it's already there, created, co-created, and then bring myself back to the present of, okay, so what action steps can I take to help myself go create that and actually let that come being in that. And what a beautiful gift that we get to do this for ourselves, to dream, to create the visions of what you would love to experience, to set goals for yourself, which means you get to let yourself continue to always be growing and expanding. And with the shapes, exactly, the growing and the changing. I did that a lot, and it's kind of funny because that's kind of in the back burner now, because I have shifted and changed so much that now I get to fully land into the goals, the visions, and the dreams. And it's really funny, is my attention is relationships, and my strength is wholeness. And then what's supporting me with all of this is the stability. So these are things that you get to grow in within your own self by having your life be your life partner. This is the gift that my life partner, my life, is bringing for me, and I want to offer it for you because you can have it too. Let your life be your life partner. Yes, yes, yes. Your life has to matter to you. If it doesn't, then yeah, it's going to be kind of crappy. That's for sure. If you're still in any kind of victim energy or it's not fair energy, okay, that's just where you are right now. The gift is the moment that you get sick and tired of it, the moment you're like, something has to change, perfect. It's actually your life partner giving you a little nudge there. Whew, if you can just imagine your life partner is actually the full essence of unconditional love, of oneness that you chose to uniquely create as you. Yes. And in this life, you did agree, just like I did, that we chose to create our own identity, our own personality, our own lifestyle of what we believe we can actually achieve and experience and have. Yeah, and go do and go, I know, explore or challenge, things like that. We all put our own lids of the life experience or how our life partner is supposed to be based on the beliefs that we created within ourselves. And the gift is you can change these beliefs. That's the beautiful gift. Yes. If you don't like some of them, perfect. We welcome you. And that's what this whole talk is about, is that you don't have to settle anymore. You don't have to just handle it or just make the best of it. That's actually what I was raised in. And I know my parents did the best they could with that. We are in a changing times now with this Aquarian age 2024, that we can be in a new way, that if we have things that are happening like that, how about we address it? How about we have these crucial conversations, authentically relating with our own self of, how does this feel? Yeah, what is this here for me for? If I don't like it, then great, I get to change it into something positive. Yes, you do. And it's all in your readiness, and it definitely is all in your timing. We do have our own divine timing, and guess what? Why wait? That'd be the question I want to ask. What are you waiting for, right? I know for my own self, I do many times will play with, hey, as I'm about ready to take my last breath before I leave this planet, what would I wish I would be doing right at this moment, right? Is what I'm doing exactly what, wow, that's excellent. You're on a great path. Or if it's not, then I'm going to change directions. Yes. And I'm going to be able to say, heck yeah, my life does matter. I know that I'm here to make a difference for myself and others, and that we all are here contributing for each other, which is really beautiful. And we're meant to really enjoy and have life be more of an ease and flow and play and expansion, abundance and community connection. These are all the new ways that we are all allowing our life partner to evolve into. And that's the gift that we are here, is in this expansion, to be the co-creator of our lives in this way. And this is your life. And may you create it in the most amazing way you can. So the things that I can offer for you, if you're interested, I do offer private sessions with people. And I also offer workshops and now retreats. So there's 3 different things. If you'd like to go to my website, igniteandhealyourlife.com, igniteandhealyourlife.com, you can click in and explore a little bit, see what you're ready for, what you would love to have some support and help with. A private one-on-one sessions is really beautiful because within an hour session, you can actually connect in with the wisdom within you, and then allow your life to be your life partner. We can help you with that, where you upgrade your programs at the subconscious level. And I use the beautiful tool of PSYCH-K to help assist with that. And then I also have spiritual gifts that you are welcome to utilize too. Yes, you can. And I do offer workshops. I teach PSYCH-K. I'm one of the certified PSYCH-K instructors across the world. There's about 30 or 35 of us. The one coming up next is in Knoxville, Tennessee at the end of May. So this is May 24th to the 26th. So you can go to my website for that. And it will close out once it's filled. So get your spot before it closes out. That's for sure. I also will be offering an authentic circles of connection retreat with 3 other amazing beings. If you'd like to help connect within yourself to help yourself become more balanced within you, and then start anchoring up the parts that you may not have used within yourself, so that you can live your full life and your full partnership life. Check my website for that part. The next one is in June 14th to the 16th. I'll be teaching in Grand Rapids, Michigan, the PSYCH-K workshop for that. And actually, the end of June, I'm offering what's called Nurture and Nourish Your Soul retreat with a beautiful woman, Kristen Lacey. She does horse therapy, and then I'll be offering some breath work and sound bowl healing and qigong, and even a little sprinkle with PSYCH-K in a beautiful women's retreat for those that would love to have that in Michigan. So many offerings here. In July, I do teach an online PSYCH-K workshop. So look at my website. You'll figure out what's right for you. You have the answer within you. And the gift is that there's things here for you, helping you. That's the best part. It's just a matter of you and your own time. You just say yes. Say yes, I matter. My life matters. I choose to have my life be my life partner. And I choose to be of love and of light and of grace and of harmony, peace, and joy and fulfillment, and that I can share my gifts with the world. I help people share their gifts with the world. And I hope you ignite those gifts. Many of us have very beautiful spiritual gifts, and so that you get to live where you wake up excited for your life. You're like, yes, life partner, thank you. I know, because guess what? Your life is always there with you. It is your partner. It actually is. And in time, you can really like it and love it and be like, ooh, be in the wonder, be in the curiosity, be in the play. We're meant to access our innocence, our childlikeness, to live in the awe, because we are the creators of our lives. And it's here for you. Here for you to live it at your highest level possible. So this has been a joy connecting with you today. I look forward to meeting you. If you do choose to connect with me, I am here. I am here to help assist all those who are ready to fly, who are ready to sail, who are ready to live, be one with their life partner, shine bright, and share your precious gifts. Have a magnificent day.